It's a blacksmith. You can't smell, or you can't smell it, but I can smell it. It smells awesome. Every time I pass here at night, he's not out right now, but you can still smell the hearth or the furnace or whatever they use. I'm not down with blacksmith lingo. Forge, it's a forge. I realized it as soon as I stopped the video. Hey guys, welcome to the week. It's Thursday, it's September 10th, and we're starting the second week of this. I sure hope I can get these up on time, or at all. So today, it just got cold enough that I was cold on the way home. Like, I mentioned earlier before that it was a little bit chilly, but I wasn't uncomfortable. I was definitely cold on the way home. And my first reaction in my head was, no, I don't want it to be cold. But my second reaction, very close on the heels of that one, was, oh, thank God, all the insects are going to die. I accidentally left my refrigerator open last night. So if I haven't shown you, or if you guys haven't seen this, my refrigerator and freezer both open both ways. So I can open my door from the left, and as long as I close it all the way, I can also open it from the right. It has these pins that it hinges on, so I can open the refrigerator either way, which is very cool. And I've never actually had an issue with it, really, until I went to open it this morning, and I couldn't open it, and I realized the last time I closed it, because I usually open it from the same side each time, because the other side has a wall on it, it had popped open the other side, and my milk spoiled, and some of the little fruit flies got inside, and I had to clean everything out. It was a pain in the butt. But it's okay now, and it's closed, and I bought new milk and all that stuff. But soon they will all be dead, and I won't have to buy any more fly traps or anything. But I will also be freezing and wish I was dead. So there's also that. But that's fine. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hey guys, happy Friday. It was actually a fantastic day. I started out not fantastic, but for some reason my smiles felt more genuine today. I mean, I always try to have genuine smiles, but sometimes you're really tired, but you gotta smile so the kids don't freak out anyway. But like, all of my smiles felt genuine today, which was awesome, so it was a good feeling. However, this morning, someone rings my doorbell, and you might have seen me post about this when I woke up. I'm really sorry that it was such a negative post on Facebook this morning. But my doorbell rang, I suppose, at 7:30 this morning. That might not seem early for some of you, but because I start work at 3 and I usually get home between, you know, earliest 10, latest like 11, 11:30. I've gotten home later than that before. I go to sleep later, so being up in the 7s is not something I do unless I have D&D, because I love you guys and you're awesome. Normally I wake up at around, 8 is early, 9 is like, oh, okay, I'm good, 10 is I've slept in, but 7:30 is not on the map. So the doorbell rings, and it's just before 7:30, and I was like, there's no way I'm getting up for this. So I kind of roll over, and about a minute later, the doorbell rings again, and that's like unheard of. I haven't had people ring it more than once unless it was someone coming to pick me up, someone like I knew, a friend or my boss. And this happened like 4 times. I'm in my pajamas, I'm like, fine. So I answer the door in my pajamas to this older man who's got like this government uniform on, and he's got these papers, and he looks at me kind of like, oh, I don't think I was who he expected to come to the door. I was too tired to understand him, and I was too tired to try, because the more tired I am, the harder it is for me to translate in my head. And I was grumpy, I was tired, I was like, it's the morning, I can't do this. So I was not easy to communicate with, and I couldn't understand him. And at one point he said, internet, and I'm like, oh, I got that, I know what that is. And I said, I have internet, but he had already given up at that point. And so he left. And I got up and I went to kindergarten this morning, which was awesome and fun, by the way. And when I got back, there was a slip that had been stuck through my slot. Like, they had come back to say, oh, we stopped by, and I couldn't read it, so I had to take it to my boss and help me out. So they're going to come by later. And apparently the reason he stopped by was to show me how to use the internet. Apparently it's like a 5-year check that the government does. They're doing all of the checks right now, and they won't have to for another 5 years. But that was today. So the morning was just like, I was so grumpy. But then afterward, I had a great day, and it was awesome. I had one class that was complete zombies, and if for all my teacher friends and just anyone that has to deal with a group of people that is exhausted and doesn't want to function. All the kids right now are training for Taikusai or Undokai, which I think I mentioned before is a sports festival. And so they're exhausted. They're all really tan right now because they've been outside, and they're all just completely exhausted because they come to tutoring school after they've just been running around. And for like 4 hours, today was 4 hours because the actual event is on Sunday for all the junior hires, so they're just done. And this was a junior high class. They're already kind of a zombie class that I really have to work to get pumped up. And man, one of the boys, and I mentioned how it was hard for me to understand Japanese this morning. I could say simple sentences to him that I knew he knew over and over again, and he was lost because he was too tired to just process it. And that was the only class that dragged a little bit, or a lot. But everything else was fine, and it was a good day. I hope you guys had a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye! This is the outside of Yamasaki High School. All these trees that you see lining here are actually sakura trees, so when they graduate, these are all in bloom. There's practice right now. But I am up early because I thought there was grape picking today because the kindergarten invited me to go grape picking, which I don't like grapes, but it was really sweet of them, and I like going places with the kindergartners on Saturday, so it's Saturday, which is good because I got up early and now I can do stuff. But so I rode past the kindergarten and they're outside sweeping, and I checked and they're like, oh, that's next week. So either I completely wrote it down wrong, which is more likely, or they gave me a date off, but whatever it was. So at least I'm up now, which is good, and I can do things, and I won't spend it like last weekend where I just laid in bed all day and it was awful. Okay, way over there on the hill, over there, that white building, that one, that's Yamasaki Higashi, and they are currently practicing for their sports festival, and that's the way home. So anytime they have something, I can hear it from my house. Can you hear that? That's Yamasaki Higashi's. Sounds like Radio Taiso. Anyway, so this is the picture I always take. I try and take this picture from this view as many times as possible throughout the year. I haven't been unfortunately too loyal about it. I'm really bad at consistency when it comes to journaling and taking pictures. In the middle of doing dishes, and I got a phone call. I have a nail appointment for the first time in my life. And I'm not getting a nail appointment. I'm giving a nail appointment. What? Hey guys, didn't end up going anywhere today. I stayed at home and cleaned my house. And I guess you can't usually see it behind me because it's usually down, but this is the koto that I used to practice. I actually have two. This is the one I'm borrowing from the school, which I had originally. And then some very, very nice lady who I met at a cafe, which I will show you at some point, called Ocean. She had a koto that she wasn't using anymore, and she offered it to me. So I actually have another one over there. I wonder if I can show you in the corner. You see it there? There it is. That one doesn't have a cover yet. They make all the covers. I hope this is okay. They make all the covers by hand usually, so they're not really on sale anywhere. But anyway, so that's the one. When I come home, that one will be coming with me. This one will go back to the school. It's actually tuned better, so I usually use this one. Anyway, what did I say? Oh, didn't go anywhere today. Cleaned my house, and two of the new ALTs came over. Matt and Vivian came over, and we played Coup, and we played Love Letter. Both of which were games owned by previous ALTs, and they left and took them with them. So I bought them, and now I have them. And then we went to Toku Toku, which is a udon place that serves curry udon with tonkatsu in it. And tonkatsu is fried pork cutlet. And it's actually quite delicious. And then we got ice cream, and it was a pretty good day. Maybe I'll go somewhere tomorrow, but today was just enjoying. Let's see if I can get a picture of Toku Toku for you. I will put it here. And if I didn't get it, I just look silly. Okay, see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it's evening, and it's just starting to get dark enough. I'm gonna try and get you up Momiji Mountain for the sunset, but if not, it'll at least look pretty. See you a bit? Or see you in a bit, not see you in a bit. See you in a bit. Let's go. Sorry, it's going to be kind of bumpy. The roads are not that great here. If you visited and I've had you ride one of the bikes, you are well experienced with how bumpy the roads are. That's Momiji Mountain. Let's go up. We're not going to the top. I'm just going to take you to the clock tower so you can see Yamasaki. All right, let's go. So this is called Momiji Mountain because it's covered in Momiji trees, or the Japanese maple. And this is one of them. Can you see the leaves there? They're shaped the same as maple leaves, or vaguely the same, but they're much smaller. And they turn a bright red and orange and sometimes yellow in the fall, really around the October, November actually. But right now they are a very pretty green. We're going this way. That way we'll go up Momiji Mountain, and on the top, see, we're going there. On the top of Momiji Mountain is actually where Yamasaki Castle used to be, because Yamasaki is a castle town, which is why the roads are all confusing, supposed to confuse invaders. However, the castle was taken down. It wasn't bombed or anything like that. It was just taken down when the castle era was over. So there's nothing left up there. There's some graves, but there's a sign saying this is where it was and this is what it was. I need to watch the ground instead of the camera or I'm gonna fall over. I would make a terrible ninja. Here it is. It's kind of washed out because of the sun. Here it is. Here is Yamasaki. And my house is behind there, so you can't see it. But, as I mentioned before, that little red blip is the mall. This area, this right here, that's Yamasaki Elementary School. This brown building you see right there is the Bunkakaikan, or the Cultural Center. That's where I do any performances with koto or C performances. They had the taiko performance here. The white building next to it you see right there is Yamasaki Nishi Junior High School. Can we see Tsukasa from here? I know we can. I just have to follow the road because I'm very close to Nishi, which is why I have a lot of kids from there. Ah, there it is. Let's see if I can zoom in on it for you, because it's hard to point out from here. Okay. Oh shoot, I just lost it. There it is. Okay. It's right center screen. It's, oh my god, I'll just blur it. Can I get my finger far enough away? That right there. That one. That's Tsukasa School. Oh sorry, it's so shaky. And you can actually also see Minami, Yamasaki Minami Junior High School is straight back there. There it is. It's white. It's right there. That big building. If I point again, it'll just be a blurry finger. And I can't show you Yamasaki Higashi because it is right near my house, which means it is behind that tree over there that I mentioned earlier. But my favorite thing is the mountains. They're completely surrounding us. Look, all the way around. All the way around are these giant, beautiful mountains. You can't see it really there, but that top bit isn't just trees. Well, it is trees, but it's mountains with trees. Sorry, that was kind of black because of the sunset, so it's hard to see. Just mountains, just gorgeous, gorgeous mountains of shiso. Thanks for coming up with me. That was awesome. I'm sorry I didn't go anywhere more interesting, but you haven't seen the hike up yet, and I'll cut it so there's not all of it. But if I do cut it and you want to see all of it, I'll also post the whole walk up and whole ride if you'd like to see it. And I'm just going to sit here, and I've brought my sketchbook and I'm going to draw for a little while, so I'll see you guys later. Oh, and an addendum to what I said yesterday. I mentioned the games Coup and Love Letter that I played with Matt and Vivian, and I was hasty in what I said. I said I bought them. I bought Love Letter, but I received Coup from my friend Josh, so thank you so much. I love games. I was so excited to get it. So thank you for that. Sorry I said I bought it because I didn't. I just meant Love Letter. I bought that one. So yeah, okay. I'll see you guys. Hey guys. First thing, if you have played Cookie Clicker ever, you know what I'm suffering through right now. Second thing, if you've never played Cookie Clicker, don't. Just don't. Just never go there. You will lose hours and then your life, and it will be over. And I've only played it for like a day. It has been continuously running on my computer through work. Oh, it's so bad. Anyway, today, the person that I talked about that came to my door, the older gentleman from the government, dressed in a government uniform from a government office, that rang my door at 7:30ish in the morning. When they left off the slip, I had taken it to Satomi-san, and she had said that they wanted to show me how to use the internet. They set it up to then come to the school today, Monday, around 3 o'clock, which is okay because my first class doesn't start till 3:40, but they said between 3 and 4:30, so we weren't sure when they were going to show up. But they're usually really good when they say they're going to be somewhere between two times. They usually show up a lot closer to the first time. I've had it happen not that way, but usually they come, like, if they say we're going to come between 8 and 10, they come like at 8. So it's usually pretty good. He showed up at 3, and it was a younger guy. He still spoke absolutely no English, but I feel like he felt more comfortable, though he still actually did a physical when I opened the door. Like, he actually started back like a good like half foot. It was pretty funny. He had a happy face on the whole time, but it was amusing. So he sat down with me, and Satomi-san like got him like juice or tea or whatever it was, but really all he had to do was hand me this packet, and he had another packet with directions in it in like 20 different languages, very professionally worded and stuff. There were no translations errors. It was a census, and he had the piece of paper that I actually even saw the old guy holding. He just didn't give it to me, and he's like, you know, it had a yes and a no option. I was supposed to point to which one, and it was, have you been living in Japan for the past 3 months or something like that, and plan to live for the next 3 months, and otherwise don't take the census. And it was go on the computer and take the census and you're done. And he was there for a total of like 2 minutes, and then he went back. But so that was that, and that was taken care of, and that was the big hullabaloo today. And when he left, Satomi Sensei was like, well, that was a lot shorter than I thought. I'm like, yep, me too. So that was that. And Monday starts again. We're on to a new week. Hopefully I will upload these on Thursday, which is a weird time, but hey, give you something to look forward to like in the middle of the week, because my Thursday is your Wednesday for the most part. But yeah, all right. See you guys tomorrow. Bye. There it is. Oh, it's so awful. It's just still going. I have so many cookies. Click on these cookies, buy these things over here, get these upgrades, get these achievements. I still have so many achievements. All the things I've done, all the stats, all the grandmas making me cookies, because I haven't started the grandma-apocalypse yet. Grandma-apocalypse, whatever. Oh my god, why am I still playing this? Hey guys, it's Tuesday. Nothing really today. Had great classes. I love my Tuesday classes. I love all my classes, but I have 2 really new classes on Tuesday and 1 sort of new class on Tuesday. Wow, I guess they just finished a year. Okay, so 1 that started last year and 2 new classes, which have great energetic students, and I always love like going and teaching my students because it always makes me happier. And I got to talk with my mom and dad this morning a little bit on Skype. If you guys are ever on Skype, I can usually do mornings here, not always. Wednesdays and Fridays I can't because I have classes in the morning, but other than that I'm usually pretty good. But yeah, nothing much today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Also, one of my students gave me this adorable little bow hair tie. Can you even see it? She gave me this one, and she gave me a scrunchie, because scrunchies are still a thing here. Actually from one of my students that graduated last year, and I gave her a little graduation present. It was just really small. It was just some chocolates, and then she came back and gave me scrunchies. It's never-ending gifts. I gave her a gift, and then she gave me a gift for giving her a gift. But then she went away, so I couldn't actually reciprocate after that. But they're really cute, and I love them. Good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm supposed to have class, but both the students canceled. And this is probably the most famous shrine in Yamasaki. It's certainly the oldest as far as I know. It's quite old. But let's go up. At night, all of the lanterns are lit and it's really pretty. Unfortunately, my camera doesn't work so well at night. So you'll just have to come and see it for yourself. Here's the shrine. Here's where you purify your hands before you go in. So I'm gonna do that real quick. Now I may have done that wrong, but that was the way I was taught to do it, so it's the only way I know how. If you know that I was wrong, please correct me so I can do it right in the future. And I'm gonna stop about here. And these are the guardians of each shrine. They have the beginning and the end, as Sarah, who was an ALT here, taught me. All of them have A, which is the first sound in the Japanese alphabet, and N, which is the last. You can see his mouth is open to make the A sound, and his is closed to make the N sound. So beginning and the end. And you should come see it for yourself. Hey guys, it's Wednesday, and the last one I'll be recording for the week, so I'm going to start on Thursday and end on Wednesdays. Not much today. It rained, and at work I was talking to one of the other teachers that comes and helps us out, and we were pleasant conversation the same everywhere. Oh, you know, it's cold today, it's rainy today. And I made kind of a side remark, kind of a joke about, man, every season in Japan is rainy season. And he said, no, September it doesn't rain that much. But what he didn't understand, and I didn't have the eloquency in Japanese to explain, was, for me, if it rains at all, that means it's rainy season. The only season that is not rainy season is winter, because it's snowing. Alright, good night guys. See you guys next week. Sumimasen. This literally translates into, excuse me, pardon me, or I'm sorry, and can be used for anything from accidentally bumping into someone to calling a waiter over to your table. However, if you need to truly apologize to someone, sumimasen is not what you should use. Please use gomen nasai.